it is time for another book haul, but not just any old book haul, a Colleen Hoover book haul. Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie if you're new here and have never seen my face before. Today we're doing a Colleen Hoover book haul. So I am going to talk you guys through these books that I purchased. I don't really know too much about these, but honestly I found that's how I like reading. Anyway, let's go through this pile. So the first book that I picked up is Hopeless. Now I know this is part of like a series, and this is the first book. I've heard little things about this one. One of my favorite YouTubers, Rachel Catherine, she does a lot of book videos and book recommendations, so most of the things I've heard about these books are actually from her. So I did watch one of her videos where she talked about this book, but I can't really remember much about it. I think this book involves like secrets and love, and it's sort of just like an interesting, like slowly unfolding story. I feel like I'm not going to have much to say about these books, to be honest, because I don't know much about them, but I think it's still interesting to show you guys these. Also, let me know in the comments below if you guys would like to see like my thoughts on some books, because I feel like I've read quite a lot of books recently and I have quite a lot of thoughts, so I'd love to do like a book review video. From what I've heard, it's one of those stories where it's like girl meets guy, guy's very mysterious, trying to like figure out who he is. Alright, moving on to the next book. Now I actually haven't heard of this Colleen Hoover book. I feel like I've heard of all of her books just from watching videos on them, but I hadn't actually heard of this one. This one's called Without Merit. I'm just gonna read like the little bit that it says on the back. It says, "Not every mistake deserves a consequence. Sometimes the only thing it deserves is forgiveness." So I think it's just like an interesting story about like a family and a daughter and like secrets. I sort of like that it involves the family a little bit more. Like, don't get me wrong, I love romance books, but also I love when it's sort of like a family mystery. I recently read We Were Liars. If you guys saw my Sydney vlogs, I read that while I was in Sydney. If you guys have read it, I'm not gonna give away any spoilers, but yeah, if you guys have read it, it's sort of like secrets and like family. I like those sort of books a lot, so I feel like this could have like a similar vibe in a way. Could be interesting, but again, haven't heard much about this one at all. I actually, yeah, haven't heard anything about it, but I saw it and I was like, that looks interesting. It's a Colleen Hoover book, let's buy it. Alright, moving on to the next one. Now, again, I've heard things about this book and I've seen this book a lot on TikTok, but I don't really know too much about it, and this is November 9. First of all, can I just say I love this cover. I think it's so pretty. Fallon meets Ben, an aspiring novelist, the day of her scheduled cross-country move. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing November 9 is like her last day? That would make sense. Over time, and amidst the various relationships and tribulations of their own separate lives, they continue to meet on the same day every year, until one day Fallon becomes unsure if Ben has been telling her the truth or fabricating a perfect reality for the sake of the ultimate plot twist. I can read. Well, this sounds very interesting. I feel like this is very up my alley. I love a good like romance that sort of leads to heartbreak. Not in the way of I enjoy heartbreak, but I love romance novels, but sometimes I just feel like they're not always realistic. I mean, I know the point of books is sort of to escape reality, but also sometimes it's nice to read something that's like a little bit more realistic, you know? Alright, moving on to the next one, which again is another big popular one that so many people have read, and actually one of my friends recently finished and said it was really good, and this is Confess. I also love this cover. I think this is so pretty. Like, I think it's just really simple, like the white with the colors, and there's sort of like a picture underneath too. It's really cool. So this one, from what it says on the back, is about a girl called Auburn Reed, and she's lost everything important to her and she's trying to rebuild her life. She's trying to find a new job in Dallas and she meets a guy called Owen, and it says, to save their relationship, all Owen needs to do is confess, but in this case the confession could be much more destructive than the actual sin. Okay, so this is, I guess, another like secret sort of drama, heartbreak, something like that, risking everything for love kind of vibe. Yeah, it sounds pretty interesting. My friend said she really enjoyed this one. The last one I have here is All Your Perfects. Now in the store there were 2 different covers and I chose like the cuter cover. I don't know, the other cover just wasn't as cute. On the back it says, can a love story with a perfect beginning survive a lifetime between 2 imperfect people? And I think it can be like a nice breath of fresh air to read stories like that are a little bit more realistic. Anyway, I've heard things about this, but again, I haven't heard heaps about this. So those were all the books that I picked up the other day from the one and only Colleen Hoover. Let me know in the comments below if you would like to see a book review video either on these books when I finally finish them or just on all the books I've read recently. I think that's something I would love to film, but I'd love to know if you guys would like to see that. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also make sure to click the big red subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Also turn on the post notification bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. And with all that being said, I will see you guys next Sunday for another video. God bless. Bye.